Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Justin. I play guitar on songs in Nashville, and today I want to talk about how to come up with a guitar part, not just playing chords, when asked to do so, and not freezing or having a brain fart or just, not knowing what to do. There's a musician equivalent to getting up in front of a bunch of people and you're supposed to say something or give some remarks and you just blow a fuse and don't know what to do. I feel like this kind of happens with guitar players or with musicians in general, and early on especially when you're not super confident, but you are tasked with coming up with something cool, and you just either you think whatever you play people aren't going to think it's cool, or you're not really sure what that means, and so you just fall to cowboy chords or bar chords and just play the changes. That is just about the most ineffective thing to do in that moment. And so I want to talk about what's the difference between that super ineffective just playing the changes, and actually coming up with a part that helps identify the song, right? Especially today, where most of these songs, if you're playing anything remotely poppy, right, whether it's modern country or R&B or straight up pop or rock, it often has the same chords. There's 1, 5, 6 minors kind of to 4 is kind of what we see a lot in Nashville, or 4, 1, 6 minor 5, right? Whatever permutation of those chords you want. It's those 4 chords, and people check out really quickly because of that. And I get it. I don't think the chord progression is the problem. Most people who complain about modern music having a boring chord progression or whatever, they love albums where every song is 12-bar blues, right? Like, that's the same thing over and over and over again. Some of those records are my favorite records ever, but I don't think the chord progression is the problem. That's what I'm getting at. So I want to go over a song that I'm working on and the part that I came up with based on the information that I was given. And I want to show you how you can take in some of this information and come up with something on your own, right? First, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my course that's coming up in the next few weeks, month, I'm not sure. I've seen it. It looks really good. I'm really excited about it. There are 4 songs included in it where I use those songs to give examples and play an entire pass or a couple passes as examples of the concepts that we're talking about. You're going to get all those songs as backing tracks. So what I want to do through my channel, that's going to be available through Brett Papa's website. For my channel, I've got a giveaway. I've got something to give away. I think it's going to be really great. What I want to do is have you all give submissions where I'll just have you email me recordings of yourself playing your own parts over those backing tracks, those 4 songs. And whoever wins, you'll see what it is. It's going to be pretty awesome. I've got a couple more things to get it all together. It's a really sweet piece of gear, and I think it's going to help people playing at home especially. Anyway, let's move on to this song. This is a song sent to me by a singer, and he's a total indie artist. He just wanted me to produce the track for him, and he gave me a couple of very specific references. There's a country artist named Brett Young. He's a little poppy, little modern, not ultra classic rock for y'all, kind of has a little bit of R&B in the vocal. But the main reference was this song that was very acoustic, driven with mellow drums. Kit doesn't even come in till later in the song. The intro is down, there's a bit of percussion, and there's an acoustic guitar part. Well, in this song, I've got these chords that we all see all the time, right? 1, 5, 6 minor 4. Aside from the end of the chorus and the bridge, that's the entire song. So we'd better make that progression as hooky as possible. So the first cue that I take when I'm coming up with a part is what actually are the chords, right? That's kind of number one for obvious reasons. This song's in the key of B. I'm tuned down a half step. I'm going to play along to this track that I have here, and it's got acoustic and drums and perk on it right now. So, this part, the first thing is the chords. The second thing is the rhythm. What's the pocket? What is the pattern in each bar, right? A lot of times it's a one bar pattern. That's just your 4/4, whatever the drummer's doing and where the accent lies, right? You can hear often in the right hand of the guitar, if you're listening to somebody else play a basic rhythm track, you can hear what pattern they're hearing by the way their right hand attacks the strings. And so this song has a push feel. And we've talked about this. It's an eighth note push feel. That means there's an accent. We push the accent an eighth note before beat 3. Okay? So inside the bar, there's going to be a push. That's all it means is it's doing this. So that push, I feel like I'm a little out of tune. Let's check. So that accent lands on the and of 2. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? There's all sorts of things to come up with. But I thought something that was a little more plucky and acoustic, that is hooky but isn't so melodic that it doesn't also serve as a rhythm part, okay? So that's your third thing to think about. What role does this need to play, right? So chords, rhythm of each bar. What role does this part need to play? And I guess the fourth thing would be, what's the dynamic? And that's, you kind of figure that out when you figure out the rhythm. A lot of times we're questioning in a session, okay, is the intro big or is it broken down? Are we up? Are we down? Are we big? Are we small? What's the shape, the dynamic shape of the song? And here, we're down all the way until verse 2. Like the drums don't come in until verse 2. There's programmed drums before then and some perk. And all I have is this one guitar playing this part that works as an intro, but I think it also works as a verse part for something to sing over. It's really simple. So this is what I came up with, given the information that I had. I guess number 5. Number 5 would be a reference song, okay? If somebody says, I want it to sound like Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, you know it's probably going to be a minor blues riff, high energy, unison between electric and bass, unreal drums, you know, instant classic. That's what's funny about the session scene here, is so many times, you know, we've got one session to do a song for a master, right, for a record. And somebody references, I don't know, some like Peter Gabriel song or James Taylor or something classic. And a lot of the time the band members were just like, you know, they took a month to track that one song. And you're giving me 3 hours, you know? That song was tracked back when players were booked by the week or sometimes by the month. Like block out September, we're going to make a record. And the first week is going to be getting drum sounds, and the rest of the band's going to be hanging out with all their gear and their cartage and just being at the studio, you know. They really camp out. So that's funny. Now it's like, yeah, do your 3-hour version of that. So anyway, here's this song. Here's this acoustic part that I came up with. And I'm thinking, the reason why I have this guitar and I've dialed up this sound, I was thinking it could be cool to double it on electric. So let's just listen. One and two and, right? Push feel. This is the top of the verse. I'll bring the electric in this next time. Kind of a long verse. This is chorus. Bridge. Very cool. So, simple progression. That movement with the major third, like I'm playing a C chord, but I'm actually playing the open G string here. And then the E note, the third of the chord, on the 5th fret of the B string. So right there, through those two changes, we've got a melody, right? Maybe you're thinking, well, why are you sussing that chord? Is it supposed to be sus? Is it not? I don't know. I think it sounds cool. That's ultimately your final authority for your part. Does it sound cool? Does it sound cool to you? It's going to be a lot more convincing to other people if you think it's cool. So that's the motivation here, is playing something that's compelling to other people. And so it kind of has to be inspiring to you as well. Otherwise, it's going to be like inauthentic in a way. I'm not saying this is going to be immediate, but the more that you absorb, the more you take in, the more you sort of analyze some of your favorite playing and decide for yourself, why does this sound cool? Why do these notes sound cool over this chord in this song? Why does this part in the intro of this song work so well? When you figure that out, then you just add more to your own toolbox, right? So for this song, obviously that part's very, very pop country. So the melody through all of that, with the chords around it, is last thing and I'll let you go. It might be cool to take some of the weight of the electric. The neck pickup's a little dark. Bridge pickup is... It's brighter, but still, there's something I wonder if we can do the old Mobius. I think this machine is called the Destroyer in the Mobius. Check this out. This could be cool. I'll play with the acoustic in the intro. I'm going to pan the acoustic to the other side because I know my electric's panned to that side. All right. And then it could be out. It almost sounds like a filtered old warbly record player, right? Anyway, cool tone, right? That's the Mobius, the Strymon Mobius. Almost sounds like a warped vinyl, you know, the Chase Bliss pedal. Very cool sound. I'll see y'all later.